Hey, what's good, everybody? This is gonna be for Gemini. This is love or lust reading, right? Whoever's on your mind. This is kind of yeah. Is it love or lust, or this new connection coming in? Is it gonna be love or lust, right? So this new connection that's coming in, is it gonna be love or lust? Interesting. Maybe right now love isn't on your brain, right? You don't need a sign, you need a nap. The full moon is not an excuse for bad decisions. So maybe what I'm getting is you're aware enough to decipher, right? What's coming in for you. That's kind of the message I'm getting. Let me see. That's interesting. Let me use my deck here, the Book of Oracle deck, right? And it's funny, yeah. Okay, let me just see what love or lust, right? So maybe you don't have love on the brain right now. That's okay. Wow, Mother Earth. So maybe right now you're taking a break from all that stuff, right? Also got the boundaries card, so maybe look at a demon. I don't know, maybe a demon's on their way to you. And it's the funny thing is though, after there's another card. I mean, I'm not, but it's tied into the earth too. Maybe right now you are connecting to the earth. Cause I got jump in, right? But I know it doesn't mean with the demon, right? I hope not. 49 jump in, right? Yeah, pretty interesting. Let's see what else wants to come through. That was just an honorable mention, but okay. So you're not giving me clear answers for Gemini. What doesn't surprise me, I think I had done another reading for the Lionsgate, and it was almost saying like take a break from everything, including, yeah, like it's funny that this one has, right? I think the same card came out, right? Like you don't need a sign, you need a nap, like taking a break, right, from all the trying to figure things out, right? Whether readings, astrology, all that. But let's see. Wow. Okay. Oh, I got cold chills. What is that? Okay, so is this Four of Cups? Oh, I didn't even see. Wow. And it is almost like that. Like, imagine. So, if this is you, Four of Cups, like you literally have something new coming in. But it's funny. I get it that they're looking at the Three of Cups, but it's like the Ace of Pentacles. So, maybe something financially that's really your only concern right now. Let me see. So, is this Gemini's energy? Okay. And under the deck, look at the world. So maybe there was a cycle when that was kind of the most important thing, right? Like maybe you wanted to be in love and okay, so is this Gemini's energy? Yes. Wow. But the funny thing is, look at what came out. The Nine of Cups, wishes granted. Are your wishes being granted financially or in love or both? Sueños. Yeah. Wow. Recompense, right? Like a triumph over. My heart's feeling something interesting. Abundance, prosperity, success, positivity. But there's something with the heart that I'm feeling, right? Maybe something has left you that right now, yeah, your main focus is in love. Let me figure it out. Whoa, let me really find out, right? Because everything seems to be, what a weird feeling I'm feeling on this heart space. Maybe something in the past. Wow, see? Maybe right now you're holding off, right? Like your boundaries are very strong because your solar plexus, right? You know who you are. Maybe you're just being extra picky, right? The King of Cups. Maybe you're literally in this King of Cups energy right now, Gemini. Like you're like, okay. I know exactly what I want. I'm not taking nothing less. That's kind of what it feels like, right? So even if the universe is kind of like, hey, you want this nice little good time kind of thing, and you're kind of like, give me, yeah, if you're gonna give me that, might as well just give me that abundance, right? And look at that portal. We just passed through the Lions Gate portal, and okay, so is that what this is? Gemini's main concern right now this time is okay, is love coming in for Gemini then? Wow, yes, victory in love as well. So okay, that gave me chills. That gave me chills. So maybe you're coming out of this Four of Cups energy, right? Maybe you were just so focused on money, but it looks like, yeah, victory even, right? And now my heart, that thing went away, right? Because it was a weird feeling. Maybe you were kind of like, I don't have time for love right now. I'm focused on work. And I feel like the universe is saying you can have both, right? Like, it's not that, especially when the universe, and maybe you've done good with keeping your boundaries, right? Maybe there's been that, right? Wow, I'm getting this weird sensation like the back of my head is kind of, wow, now, yeah, there's something interesting here, right? So let me see what else for. Whoa, okay, yeah, yeah. So in the past, yeah, there was definitely a Three of Swords moment that kind of left you. See, and I was feeling all this weird stuff, right? But I think now you're willing to take that leap of faith. Maybe in the past, yeah, there you just weren't. You're like, whatever. Like, I just want to focus on work and this and that. But now it feels like, right, and it's a very solid, like, healthy solar plexus, right? So okay, is this next person coming in for Gemini love, right? Because there seems to be victory over this love situation, right? Even the horse is like, that's right. Right? Maybe you have a lot of offers at this time. Look at like all those wands up, and it's funny that you're holding them back, right? Like you're holding them off with a stick. Yeah, I get it. I have all these offers, but right, like so you're being extra. Look, it's the same person with the orange boots. Orange is sacral. Wow. The sacral energy. Maybe right now, yeah, you're kind of radiating that sexual energy, right? Beating them off with a stick. Okay, so is this next? I feel like there's a mixture. Maybe you have options that are just feeling lustful, and my whole gut lit up with that. And maybe you have options that are legit, but how do you decipher, right? Okay, let me see. So is Gemini's next situation love? Okay, two cards literally jumped out. And I said, right, how do you decipher? One of them came out straight, no. But the one I didn't even see till right now that there was a card stuck to it and it said yes. Right? Maybe it won't seem like it because it's gonna be someone very, right, Queen of Swords type energy. Or maybe that's you, right? Okay, who is the Queen of King? Is the Queen of Swords Gemini? So that's Aquarius. Okay, so that's not you. That Queen of Swords isn't you. It feels like it's someone that's ready for a partnership as well. They're tired of carrying burdens on their own. So it is a partnership. Someone wants to build a happy home, right? Maybe someone like you is tired of the BS and they want to build a happy home, right? They want the stability, the kids, the everything, right? To be, wow, everything's lighting up. And the same, it's funny that, this ad came out sideways when it came out with the Hermit no. So maybe there's a Virgo that's more lusting and an Aquarius that's more ready to really, right, like take that leap, like love. but take it how it resonates, right? It could be switched. Maybe it's the Virgo that wants love, and the Aquarius is, it could be different for everybody, right? And my gut's lighting up as I'm saying that, so it can literally be different for everybody. Don't get stuck on what these, like the way that it came out, right? But yeah, so that's why even the Ten of Cups came out sideways because all those three cards came out, boom. They literally flipped together. That was pretty crazy if you would have seen the way they landed. But yeah. So how do you decipher? That's the hard thing, you know. I think you're gonna really have to trust your intuition. Maybe definitely being in this, just what adds up, right? Logic. Sometimes it's not even all that crazy about. Oh, show me a sign. You don't need a sign. You just need a nap. If people are coming to you and common sense, right? Like if you can see, okay, interesting. Maybe there's gonna be something about that, right? So that's why it could be reversed. Maybe the Aquarius is gonna, or just because someone's reserved, right? You just gotta kind of see what it is. If someone comes in, just because someone's more flirty, it doesn't mean that they're gonna be the more, oh, I want to settle down one, right? You have to know, like you have to use your brain on this one, Gemini, which you're amazing at doing. Look at, that's interesting that the moving away is the Aquarius, right? Let me see whose energy is that, because yeah, it's like whatever feminine energy is tired of the BS, right? There's a feminine energy, whether it's you, Gemini, or the other party, or both of you could be balanced within your masculine and feminine, but you're just tired, right? So you're gonna know, I think, right? You're gonna know who's tired of the BS, who's looking for love as opposed to who's looking for lust. I think this is gonna be something you're gonna figure out, and I think your spidey senses, I don't think they'll fail you, really, you know? Wow. And again, wow, everything's coming out like, cause that, right? You're just gonna have to decipher. This is interesting. Like, I almost feel like it's almost like in a weird way a test. Like, okay, let's see how much you've learned. All these experiences in life. And I know you probably don't want to hear that, like the universe testing you. Like, man, I don't need no more tests. But yeah, look it. And it doesn't surprise me, right? Because what came out in the beginning, this freaking demon, and you're like, no. So you're gonna have to. You see, like they're waving, the demon's waving at you, like, hey, and you're like, no, right? Almost like you gotta make sure, right? Maybe you do need to have that Four of Cups energy first, but there's definitely love coming in, right? You're gonna get. Didn't this come out last time? It came out for somebody. It was like, yeah, wow. So again, yeah, there's definitely, yeah, the devil. Let me see. Is the devil a past person? No, wow. So the devil might be a new person, right? I got the death card, even no. But it feels like this is a big test for you to finally put this kind of energy to rest, right? Because obviously, if you meet that person, then that's it, right? Once you meet someone that's nice and solid, you don't need to be dealing with that BS, right? And of course, things could always end up not, then it's gonna be important to be with somebody that you could communicate and all that, right? This Eight of Wands kind of came out sideways too, but I think this is just and I got like super cold chill. So if you feel maybe for half of you Geminis, when you meet this person, you're gonna have to kind of initiate it, and it's gonna be like equal, right? Or they'll initiate it. So that's not gonna be the factor of, oh, this is the person whoever initiates it, or because you might have to initiate it, or they might have to initiate it, right? But For Geminis, it makes sense, right? The twins, right? Maybe one of the twins is calling in that lust, maybe the other one is calling in the love, but you're gonna have to decide what you want, right? Maybe there is some Geminis that just want the lust, and maybe there is some that want the love, right? That's why this message was very split in a weird way. Let me see if this helps. Okay, what man, we got like so many. It doesn't really matter. I think everyone's gonna have different people approaching them. I think part of it is to allow spirit to do what they need to do, and there's that semi-sextile, right? I don't really even know what that encourages, sees the potential and clarifies, gives hope to, compensates, intuits, tempers, responds, cycles, grows, realizes rewards, right? I feel like the good connection will be rewarded, will be encouraged in a way, right? Okay, let me just look it up because I said it and then it's like a sextile means an angle of 60 degrees or 1/6 of a circle. It most commonly describes a harmonious alignment between planets in astrology, but it also appears in statistics as the division of data into six equal parts, so a harmonious alignment type thing, right? Allowing. So once you come into this alignment, it's about allowing it to happen, allowing it to flow, right? So at that moment, once you connect with this person, you have to have. So I'm guessing, right? For those of you that are coming into that alignment, it's because you've done the work, right? And it's allowing it to happen, right? That's why there's a growth, a rewards to it because you've done the work. So when this person comes in, you're meant to meet because you've done the work, right? And for those of you that might be still in this poopy pants mode, is because yeah, you still fully haven't healed. So maybe subconsciously you're like, no, yeah, this whole reading just gave me a lot of chills, like tons and tons of cold chills. So yeah, I feel like yeah, it's beautiful. You know, for those of you that are gonna come into that Ten of Cups connection, and for some of you, but I think that's how you'll know, right? It's gonna be someone else that is also. It's gonna be evident that they're tired of the BS, right? Once you maybe you don't dump everything on each other at once, but you'll realize like, wow, okay, this person is on the same page as me. They're tired of the BS. They want to meet someone that, yeah, supportive, right? Like a kind of power couple thing. It doesn't have to be a power couple if you're not, but just like yeah, a strong couple, right? Solid. We have each other's backs kind of thing, right? And I just got super chills. My whole gut lit up as I said that, right? Two people that have each other's back. So that sounds beautiful to me. Gemini, I think that's it. Yeah. I don't know what else. Where's my oh man, I don't even have my dice. That was crazy. Something just fell in my closet. I gotta literally look because it literally sounded like a whole person's in my freaking closet. That was weirdest. I don't think that's ever happened before. So I don't know what that was about. I'm about to check too. Gemini. And there's that too, right? And the 810. It's complete, right? And it feels very like that whole karmic cycle is complete. 2 and 8. 28 might be significant. 82. Right? Maybe whether that was the year you were born, 82, who knows? Maybe hey, you're I just saw that movie As Good as It Gets with Jack Nicholson and I forgot her name, but she was in The Godfather, I believe. But you know, even at their old age, they fell in love and all that. So that's so funny. I was drawn to see that movie. Um, and even that, I was like, you know, the acting, they're both amazing actors, but in that movie, it almost felt like overacting, right? Like it felt kind of corny in a way, some things, but it's a great movie. But yeah, anyways, I'm over here waiting for something to like jump out because I've never heard that. Yeah. Okay, let me go check what that was. Yeah, something literally just like boom. All right, wish me luck. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, Gemini. Let me know if it resonates, right? Leave a comment, all that good stuff. All right. Peace.